I was working on the Charlotte design, which I think is looking a lot better before because it's. Please stop using your dad's mugshot picture. I'm sorry, that's just really fucking funny. Interesting. That is not English. I keep trying to read memes that have Spanish like words, not subtitle, but like Spanish words, and my brain's trying to click, and I'm like, ah, it appears that is not English. I can't read a fucking word. When my stupidity hits. When my stupidity hits. I was wondering what the fuck. You know what I was thinking? So see how it says 1, right? And it's like, oh, it's at whatever the fuck, right? Wait, what's this? Oh, those are just updates. And there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 ranks, right? Where was I going with this? There's 5 ranks, so I was, and you know, when you go into, right, and it says, gotta complete previous capper, whatever the fuck, right? So I think there's 5 levels. Yeah. Let me, like, charge it. Special day tomorrow. So, because it's a special day tomorrow, I don't think I'll be able to play. Like, I know I've been wanting to play. I'm not sure. Sorry, my brain's. Alan Wake. Sorry, that's what it is. Because I can't. Because I've been wanting to play that, but because I have to go somewhere early tomorrow. Yeah, because I gonna go somewhere early tomorrow. I won't be able to play anything else, unfortunately. I'll play some Fortnite or Marvel Rivals if Henry's up for it. But just a little bit. Yep.
Hey, Red.
Okay, let me clean my glasses.
Red, my source says the vile operatives is hiding in the city. A vile stash was recently found and filled with local antiques and trinkets.
Wait, before you find the operative... Oh wait, I already fucking read all this.
It's you, bitch. I know it's fucking you.
Wait. Producers say... Okay, warrant issued.
A vile stash was recently found, filled with local antiques and trinkets. The longest river in the world. The Niles were
The longest river in the world, the Niles, was considered the source of life by ancient Egyptians.
We'll tell you nothing.
Okay. the largest archaeological museum complex in the world with more than 100,000 artifacts. A sprawling bazaar where anything from inexperienced souvenirs to handmade textiles can be found. She's not saying anything! They just gave up!
No trouble.
You are good.
Congratulations, team. Vile has been stopped dead in its tracks. Someone's stolen an entire fleet of late-model Turks from the streets of Cairo. And our contract... I can't pronounce that! Says one of their top-of-the-line icebreaker ships is missing.
What is this?
What? Another heist reported in. No, 3 heists reported in. I'm tracking high-profile thieves across multiple continents. This is... Everyone cancel your weekend plans. This isn't a crime wave, it's a crime tsunami. You know, player, what gets me about all this is that Lionel Me can't have been working alone. It's...
Whoa, looks like you're right on the money. Red, I'm seeing reports of crime sprees all over the world.
Gotcha.
So, Vi really is back. Well then, game on. And may the best thief win. Where to next, player?
You're amazing.
Miss Sandiego, I wanted to congratulate you on your successful caper. You can just call me Carmen. Oh yes, of course. Well, Carmen, I wanted to introduce you to our ACME files. ACME files unlocked. Build your notoriety by tracking down vile operatives and countless capers spanning the globe. We gathered a collection of old cold cases that we're sure Vile was involved in. If you use your amazing skills to help us solve them, you can quickly gain notoriety. There are a lot of cold cases, so you'll always have a caper to crack. Oh, there is a super old... Sorry, I'm not gonna... I just don't feel like fucking straining my voice. There's a super old case file in here in the bucket. Where in the world, I wonder what that could be. Oh, okay, no, I was wrong. Oh, and I can't do anything until... The Vile Operative is a rookie. Carmen should have no trouble finding them. The capstone of Anumen III's pyramids was pillarfied from one of the wings of the Egyptian Museum in Egypt. Capstone of Amendment III's pyramid. This pyramidization, pyramidion? This pyramidion was once the crown of Black Pyramid in Egypt. Each face of the capstone bears a unique inscription. Okay, we have 5 days. A Pharaoh expedition is set to begin in 5 days. We need to find the capstone before then. It's all up to you. It's all up to you. Time to pound the pavement and see what turns up. Why is it all pixelated? Why did I complete episode 1 of the main campaign? I did that, didn't I? If the achievement doesn't unlock, I'll do it off stream. Okay, what do we have? It's no good catching the Vile operative without a correct warrant. Use the suspect clue discovered to narrow down the suspect's... Yep. A sprawling bazaar. Okay.
I saw.
No way, that was the person I just spoke to. Damn, you got a big nose. They wanted to river raft on the gauges.
On the right track. Now what?
They were like totally stone-faced. I don't get people like that. The pedestrian continues to tell the story for quite some time. So why even bother having birthdays? Oh, that person. No, I didn't see them after the first time. The longest river in the world. The Nile was considered the source of life by... Yeah, so... Beep beep. Phone call. Caller
Hello?
ID unknown. Hello. Oh, I just gotta tell you about where the thief is going. Call me at 555-8466 now.
Hello.
555-2662 is my number if you want to chat. I could have something on the thief too.
What next?
I saw.
Good call on me. I tracked them down and they were reading to mall directions.
So that's where.
The largest archaeological museum complex. Oh wait, yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know why I keep reading them. They were trying to touch the artwork, so I had to show them the door. I had to shoot them.
Oh,
Yelled at me something about they were using rupees to
Where
purchase a
next?
plant. Keep asking. Walking through the museum, Carmen asked everyone about the incident.
also.
That was crazy. I even spoke to them just before they got kicked out. The eyes weren't dark, not brown at least.
Gotcha.
Ready, Red?
Looks like we're all done here. Carmen, time to head to the airport. Vile's on the move. Okay. So, they weren't dark. Okay.
Let's do this. On it.
Didn't they say something about... Jaipur is the capital of the Indian state of Rajasthan. It is a popular tourist destination and one of the three corners of the Gold Triangle tourist circuit along the New Delhi and Agra. Am I stereotyping? Maybe. I was right. Always judge a book by its cover. Don't do that. I'm sorry. Don't ever do that. It is always okay to assume someone based on how they look. No, it's not. Yep. One of the oldest markets in Jaipur, known for selling exquisite jewelry set of precious stones.
Also,
there was someone bothering a group of us, and they said they wanted to climb the steps to the big Buddha.
On the right track. What about...
Oh, that's small. Came and asked questions to other people in the area about the thief.
I heard...
They wanted to see...
So that's where...
You don't say. One of the world's leading luxury train services serving northwest and central India, particularly Rajasthan.
Oh!
There was a suspicious passenger on the other day. They traveled to a special administrative region.
So that's where...
Carmen waits for the train worker to finish checking the passengers.
I heard...
In hindsight, I suppose they stood out. They avoided unlit areas.
So that's where...
It was busy attending other guests, so I don't remember anything else. How do you pronounce the H? Jodhpur, the second largest city in Rajasthan. Most of the buildings in the oldest district are painted a shade of blue.
I heard.
Sorry, just... I don't know how. It's just a feeling of an internal flashbang, because when I think of police officers, I think of them wearing like white or blue or yellow. So because this looks more like military attire. We're following up on reports of a suspicious individual here. Locals said they were leaving for a destination with a flower on its flag.
That's where...
Searched the police officer's body before finally finding her.
I saw...
I've canvassed the remaining area for witnesses. They were reading a Cantonese
Where next?
dictionary. Oh shit! Yeah,
Ready,
that was
Red?
all.
Ready, Red?
Okay.
Ready, Red?
Obviously not. Yep. Avoiding unlit areas. What do you look to say?
Ready, Red?
Looks like we're all done here. Cameron, time to head to the airport. Vile is on the move. The big Buddha. Damn! You chonky bitch! Although, it's partially my fault. Hong Kong is a part of China, but it has its own special administration and unique culture. Today, it is one of the largest financial centers and commercial ports in the world. Oh, okay. An iconic skyscraper in Hong Kong with a distinct shape. It's one of the tallest buildings.
Does this help?
There was someone bothering a group of us, they said. Traveled to the Preliminary Republic.
Where to next?
Question other people in the area.
Does this help?
I heard. They wanted to hike
Where
on a
to
glacier.
next?
A park located in the Tolo harbor with many public amenities. Its most prominent feature is the 106-foot tower with the panoramic view of harbor. Ruined my work, that's what they did.
I heard.
Huh? Oh, some rowdy person made a scene here. They wanted to study Viking
Where
history.
next?
Conveys the area for anyone that saw vandalism. I was looking forward to seeing the landscape here. Such a shame that person wrecked it all. Where they're heading? Well, to use...
On the right track. Now what?
Leave the conversation. Visitors climb 268 steps to reach this bronze statue of the Buddha. His right hand is raised in a gesture representing the removal of affliction.
Hi.
Imagine how many people it took to build
Also-
this. What's that? You're looking for someone? Oh, actually, I did see them. They were interested in eating.
So that's where...
Well, let me just get a few photos of the crowd is clear.
Also...
Now that I think about it, I did learn something else.
Who's this?
Nope, leave. We learned what we
Let's do
needed.
this.
Looks like we're all done here at the airport.
Ready, Red?
Yeah, it doesn't really... it doesn't really help me at all. I had trouble using a can opener. How in the fuck does that help?
On it.
I'm not the smartest. I'm going to fuck this up. Toronto is the most popular city in Canada. The city was built at one end of a Toronto Passage, a portage route, used by First Nation people for thousands of years. Uh, 10 hours. Gamble. Okay, so it was right. About capital of Iceland is believed to be the location of first permanent settlement in the country. It is one of the cleanest, greenest cities in the world. Red, I think we're closing in on vile operatives. One last thing. I intercepted a message talking about beach towels. Weird, even for vile. And remember to get a warrant, otherwise ACME won't be able to make a proper arrest. This does not help me. Okay, so that would make sense. If he was scarred, you know. Okay, it only takes... I thought it was saying, like, warrant 2 days and 10 hours. I'm like, bitch, that's what we have! There would be nothing left! Brad, I think we're closing on vile operative. One last thing, I inserted... Okay. A cold yet beautiful waterfront walkway featuring a popular sculpture that attaches both locals and tourists. Okay, I just want to read these. The main shopping street primarily known for its numerous bars, restaurants, and high-end stores. Viking culture is showcased at this historical museum with all kinds of artifacts and relics on display. You have trailed Smart Alec correctly. Unfortunately, you have warrant for Texas tax fraud. Be careful, ACME could think you're setting them up. Filter to spec the CrimeNet database more carefully next time.
No trouble.
Secret to discover, ACME files. Secret facts are hidden in the ACME files. Unlock special events by exploring the world. Fuck off! What in the world would I have been... How was I supposed to use that he has trouble opening a can, right? Unless his hand was scarred. Honestly, I should have just put a warrant out for both of them. He's like, wow, this is real easy, you know? I'm so stupid. I want to complain, but I don't know if I'm just stupid. It's like, the options are like, oh, he has like, oh, this person can't, you know, has trouble opening a fucking tuna can, right? It's like, the reason being he could have green eyes, he could have orange eyes, he could have tattoos, he could have jewelry, dare not say, afraid of closed spaces, or maybe it's the dentist, a fear of dentists, he couldn't open a fucking tuna can. Oh, but dare not try and guess that he could be right-handed, which makes total sense. I feel so drained and defeated. Just completely hogwashed. Completely just... What was I supposed to do with that information? Oh, and it changes. That's great, really. An valuable canoe has been stolen from its home in the United States of America. This canoe is 15,000 years old and a dugout canoe made from a hollowed-out cry-press log. We've got 5 days to return it to the people, or Vile will get away for good. Time to get a movie. Keep a lookout for Vile activity when you're on land. Founded in 1718, this historic neighborhood is bustling with life at all times of the day or night. Bro, that is hurting my eyes. Turn the fucking lights off. If you have an exorcism going on, keep that shit to yourself. Let's get these files back to base, quick. The bosses will be on our case if anything happened to them.
Oh, who cares about them? One day we'll be the bosses.
What next? Piece of cake.
The fire slipped out of the thug's pocket with practiced ease. These traveled to consistential monarchy.
So that's where...
They were never reluctant to get their hands
Gotcha.
dirty.
Too easy.
A small cobblestone alley nestled alongside the street of Lewis Cathedral.
I saw.
Gathering a group of us, and they said they were interested in eating pala.
Where next?
Other people in the area about the thief.
I heard...
They wanted to see the Mosque Cathedral of... I don't know if I'm gonna burp or throw up. Sorry. Cordoba.
Where to next?
Scabbard and Scabbard. Kashmir. Sorry. Oldest in the city, this cemetery house of the crypt for some of the most famed New Orleans.
I saw.
Oh, them, yes, I spoke to that person. They wanted to swim in the Mediterranean.
So that's where.
Asked around to find more information.
Does this help?
So that's who.
On it.
Because the hair wasn't black. Okay, so that's a no. Ah, fuck! Fuck you.
Let's do this.
Looks like we're all done here, Carmen. Time to head to the airport. Vial's on the move. So Mediterranean. Eight hours. Capital. Oh. I feel like I've read this before. Barcelona is the capital of the autonomous community. Autonomous community of Catalonia and the province of Barcelona in the northern eastern Spain, an important cultural center renowned for its architecture, libraries and art scenario. A museum notable for its collection of Romanesque church paintings and Catalan art and design. Then they were trying to touch the hour, so I had to show them the door. Yelled at me something about they traveled to the destination with blue on its
So
flag.
that's where.
Walking through the museum, Carmen asked.
Also,
That was crazy. He was supposed to. They were left-handed.
Who's
He's like, "Fuck you and fuck these paintings, cunt! You're doing this because I'm left-handed, fucking assholes!" Like, what the fuck was his problem? A tree-lined pedestrian street with paving stones designed to look like ripples and numerous kiosk selling newspapers, souvenirs, and flowers, and more.
hello.
National Geographic hire me. Just completely butcher the name. Some frazzled-looking person ran through here and smashed up all my stole. I thought it said staff. I mean, do you mean physically as an assault? Or physically as in consensual smashed up?
Does this help?
I asked around to get their details, but all I found out was they were leaving for a destination with a cross on its flag.
Next.
Common search here.
Does this help?
Oh yeah, I saw that person. They wanted to dress
So
like
that's
Vikings.
rare.
A Gothic cathedral constructed over the course of 150 years. The distinctive facade is a neo-Gothic design added in the late 19th century. 19th century had goths? Damn. Big dummy mommy goth.
Oh,
Fucking scared the shit out of me. Bitch thinks she's a Charlotte variant. She wishes. I've heard them talking to someone else. They were reading the Icelandic
where to
dictionary.
next?
Ask for more.
Also,
I spoke to them. They were leaving for a destination
right
in
track.
Europe.
let's do this.
Okay. Okay, yeah. They were left-handed. Three matches. They were never elected to get their hands dirty. Did I do the germs thing? Yeah. Maybe because, you know,
On it.
looks like we're all done here. Time to head to the airport. Vials on the move. So, blue in the flag. Damn. Honestly, it could be there, actually. It might actually be this one. Yeah, it has to be this one. Capital. Yeah, I've read this already. So this isn't the last stop.
Does this help?
No way, that was the person I just spoke to. They were leaving a destination with stripes on
Where
its flag.
to next?
To stories. If Earth really rolls around the sun, then why? Oh, that. Look, you win some, you lose some. It's whatever. Someone tried to make off with the boat. I had to scare them off myself before they ran. I heard them say, exchange
On
read.
the right track. Now what?
Such red. Thoroughly asking she finds about the thief. What happened? No, I definitely would have remembered that. Ooh. Let's get these files back to base quick. The bus will be on our case if anything happens. Who cares about the... Yeah.
Now what? Got it.
Nice. The fire slipped out of the thugs. They wanted someone in the Indian Ocean.
That's where.
They had brown
Gotcha.
eyes.
No trouble. Too
Alleged pickpocketer.
Let's do this.
If this is the wrong guy, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
Let's do this.
Looks like we're all done here. Time to head to the airport. Vials on the move. Okay. Okay. Stripes on its flag. That's not it. Wait. We don't know if it has an ocean or not. Stripes on its flag. 7 hours. 9 hours. You know, I'm gambling. Gamble, baby! Let's go gambling! And it worked! Gambling, baby, for the win! Oh yeah, I've already read this. Red, I think we're closing in on Vile Operatives. The Vile Operatives was overheard talking about prized gemstones. Remember to get a warrant, otherwise we won't be able to make a proper arrest. Sampling expensive clam chowder. If it tells me I'm wrong, we could sacrifice some time. Okay. Okay. A part of me wants to 1000% this game, and what I mean by that is like, even after achievement, I want to like go through every location to unlock everything that's missing. It's not necessary, but you know. Something. Okay. Ooh. Gumshoe no more. Thanks to your help, ACME has apprehended Art Van Dalai. Art Van Dalai had the canoe, which will be returned to the grateful residents of New Orleans. Thank you for your hard work. We'll bring down Vile yet. First time win.
Too easy.
Ooh, ACME files. Caper unlocked. Sleuth. The Vile operative is clever. Carmen will have to work quickly to track them down. New campaign caper unlocked. The first class caper. Carmen's fast track her way to Japan to find out which vile operative is behind the theft of the next generation Meglov train. Interesting. Okay, so it's like, I was wrong, right? I think the 3 episodes, even though they didn't give me the achievement for finishing episode 1, but these, you know, yes! Oh, you're a greedy bitch. Oh, you're a greedy bitch. Private Eye. Let me see. Yeah, so like Sleuth, Private. Yeah. So there's Ace Detective, Investigator, Private Eye, and Sleuth. Okay. Complete episode 1 of the main campaign. So I may have to replay the first one. But the thing is, right? If I replay the first one, then I can try that grappling hook thing again. Score 5-star ranking on any challenge. Because for some reason, it didn't give me any rankings of like the unlocking the safe, you know? Do I want to keep going? Ugh. See, a part of me wants to take a break. Yeah, complete Gumshoe rank ACME file. Okay, I'm just... Because if I take a break, I'm not sure if I'll continue, right? So what I want to do in the future is I want to cut up the end of the first episode and put it with the first episode and then have this be its own in-between thing. Ooh, an idea, right? So yeah, I made a much better. So my issue, right, is I can draw the chest and like stomach region fine, right? But when it's trying to pose and trying to draw thick thighs for the main character, right? Then I get issues, right? And I was having trouble with that with the first thing, right? The second time, I kind of just drew them normally because, you know, it's like in my head, there's an idea of like how I want the thighs to be, how thick I want them to be, right? But by doing that, I can't imagine the placement, and then that gets a bit, it's not the best. But if I keep posing them and drawing them like regular, where it's not ideal of how I imagine it, but it's much better because then I can work around how the thighs will look, right? And the second one looks much, much better, right? And the idea, right? The idea, right? You got a costume, right? I don't know if I can show it. Yeah, sorry, but basically, it looks like her whole outfit underneath the jacket is like skin-tight leggings, right? And it's like, that's what I was kind of going off of. So it's like, but like, so, you know when you look at leggings and you can still kind of see the underlayer underneath it? That's the idea, but for like a bodysuit, right? And then it stops around like the shoulder areas. It stops around the shoulder areas. Because then, again, she has, like, gloves on. And so I'm imagining, like, the little zipper bit, right, goes down to the stomach, like the middle of the stomach, but then stops there. And again, this is a design that there's not much Charlotte aspect, right? Besides her tail. Right? Drawing the hat was kind of difficult. Where? And I was thinking, right? So with, you know how shoes are black? I was thinking of maybe giving her like maybe like red heels, not heels, but you know, to match with the coat. And so like the idea I had for the Charlotte variant, right, is that it's like some cartoony shit, right? Is I imagine so like without the red coat on, she has a much larger chest, right? But with the red coat on, it kind of I wouldn't say squishes her chest, but shrinks it to a smaller size. And it's like some cartoony shit where it's like, man, it's hot in here. She takes a like boy. Sorry, it's very fucking like immature of me. I do apologize. An idea for like the gloves I had that I scrapped for a reason, right? Is I wanted it to kind of be like, you know, where like, so look at your hand, right? Put your hand out and look at your hand, right? So like the glove would not be covering your pointer finger, thumb, or pinky, just the other, like the middle and the one, like the middle finger and the one next to it, right? Because I thought that would be a cute design. But then I'm thinking practicality is that the reason I can't do that is because she's a spy, right? There's still 3 fucking thumbprints that, you know, you can still get from someone. You know, leaving clues behind and shit. So I'm kind of giving her like, so look at your palm, right? Like, hand down, face, look at your palm, right? The idea I had where it's kind of like something similar to like a, you know, those artist gloves you get? So it's like covering all the hands, but then it kind of curves around the palm to leave like a much more, you know what I mean? Another idea I really like, although I might have to scrap it because I'm kind of stupid, right? And this is more of I don't know rather than me being dumb, but it's like, so like, I was thinking of like an armband, right? So like an armband on the right arm that will have like the shield logo. But then I'm like, I'm not entirely sure if she's even a part of S.H.I.E.L.D. because, you know, I know she's a spy, but that doesn't automatically mean she's a part of the S.H.I.E.L.D. logo, you know? She's part of S.H.I.E.L.D. So I was thinking, like, I could keep it, I could get rid of it. What else? Yeah, but seriously, besides the tail, this is a, like, normal Charlotte variant. Like, nothing wrong with her eyes, right? Nothing wrong with her eyes. Both basically white. I think the only difference is, so they have white eyes, but also white pupils, is because, you know that thing where it's like, the hat covers half the face? I like the idea of if she's following someone, you can't see her face. Just those horrifying white pupils slowly walking, like, closer towards you. Just like the image, you know? And I just love the look of that. Yeah, so she doesn't have a scarf. Yeah, so this is pretty accurate, you know. As I said, some variants will be like pretty much the same as their on-screen counterpart, because I think there's nothing I would want to change. Like the girl from Slime Rancher, I really don't want to change much or add anything because I love the design. But if you want to make a what if Charlotte variant, right? What I would do to make the Charlotte variant, right? The what if Charlotte variant is change the like hat and like coat to the color yellow, because that's Charlotte's favorite color, right? And then my brain's starting arguments, but yellow is very drawn out, people will notice the color yellow. I'm sorry, like, she basically just looks like a can of lipstick with a little black bar with the red lipstick. She's basically just walking, talking lipstick. You think people aren't gonna stop and turn to look at it? Fuck, that's bright, damn! The fuck type of tourist are you? Oh, that hurts my eyes. I can't even look at you. Oh, fuck, that's bright. You think what she's wearing now is any, like, indistinguishable? Is that the right word? But you get what I'm saying? Because I don't think changing the color from red to yellow would make a difference. It's like, oh, well, you know, she's supposed to be a spy, you know? She's supposed to blend in. If she can blend in with bright fucking red like this, red hat, red shoes, red coat, then she can blend in with fucking yellow. Make her become a gender bent of fucking the dude from Curious George. Yeah, so I drew it so the tail's out, right? But if you want, right? I didn't do it because I don't trust my artistic abilities to not fuck it up, right? Because I don't really plan stuff when I draw. I just draw stuff and then draw over it and kind of have an idea of what it's supposed to look like. And sometimes that fucks up, right? But an idea is, so you can have it so like the tail's under the coat, right? Or if you want, right? Kind of like have the tail under the skin suit, right? But because of that, the thighs would look much fatter because like the tail's, you know, it's a big fucking tail. Another idea I have is like kind of, so like wrap it around like the leg under the skin suit, but then it just makes it look like like what's the word? It looks like sorry, it just imagine just the out, so like it looks like she has an outline of like a massive dick or whatever, but really it's her tail. Someone's like, damn, check her out. Like, oh, that's a dude. What? Of course it's not a dude. Yeah, dude, you gotta look down. What? That's not a... Oh. Jesus, pardon my language, but she's... How does she hide that thing? She doesn't wear pants? Like, they're trying to, like, cover their face and avert their eyes because mistaking the, like, bulge in the skin suit, which is her tail, but it makes it look like she just has a massive cock. And everyone's trying to avoid eye contact because they don't want to, like, miss, you might want to wear pants because, you know, your thingy is, really distracting. And no one wants to have that conversation of this woman's cock is visible, and so they just avert their eyes and try and not talk to her. It's like, oh, please don't talk to me, please don't talk to me. Oh, fuck, she's coming over. Oh, fuck, what does she want? Like, oh, that person? Yeah. And she's like, well, this person's suspicious. They're darting their eyes. They won't look me in the eye, must make a mental note and write it down. And that's the funnier idea. But yeah, you could just kind of have it like, So, like, I keep trying to draw the idea I have in my head of, like, the hat shadow covering half her face where you cannot see her eyes. Just the burning white pupils. But it's not coming out great. But I love the way it came out. My least favorite thing, or maybe I misdraw it. I was gonna say I don't like how the middle gold bit isn't like a triangle zipper, where it's like, because from what I've seen, it's drawn like I've drew it more like those dinging bells that you have like the little middle metal thing like ding ding ding. It's like the instruments, the ding. It's kind of like that where it's a dyslexic triangle or a inebriated triangle. So it's not like straight up. Yeah, so like the way I drew it, right? I mean, you guys can modify it if you want, but the way I drew it is kind of like the legs and like lower stomach region is still visible because I've been going off of the cover art, and because she's moving, the little things are pushed back. So it's like the chest and stomach is covered, but the lower part is just the black leotard, like not leotard, sorry, the skin suit, And I just love the way it looks, the way it's drawn. Trying to draw the hand on the hip, I fucked up, but I'm not gonna scrap it because I like how everything else looks. Because I was drawing so what I did is I drew the skin suit first and then the coat over it. So it makes the coat, I kind of drew the coat to look like it has a larger chest when it shouldn't, because with the coat on, it's supposed to have a smaller chest. With it off, that's when the larger chest is revealed. But because I drew the coat over, so there's that. Yeah, I just don't like the black shoes with the, like, skin suit. I was thinking maybe the red shoes would fit much better with the red attire. A part of me, right? A part of me thought about, oh, okay, what if I make it, like, thigh-high heels, right? But I'm like, no, don't do that, because the whole gimmick is of the skin suit, right? Is that it's supposed to like be alluring, right? Where you can't see anything, but it's still like that stocking, the thigh-high texture of like you can still see the skin behind it, but you can't see anything that's inappropriate, It's like, you're teasing me, you're tempting me, damn you. It's like a type of like, you look at her, look away and go, who? Oh, okay. Type of like, damn, I thought I was gonna see something. Yeah, so the alternative would be a yellow hat and yellow coat with like yellow shoes, or maybe red shoes if you feel fancy. An idea I had for each, if I'm gonna make if I'm going to make each episode like its own thing, I was thinking, oh, because this is all, it all ended up Viking theme, right? I was like, what happens if I make her disguise like a Viking for this episode, right? So like this episode 1, 2, and 3, I don't know. The first episode will have this design. Episode 2 and 3, don't know. But the ACMN, because it's supposed to be different, like mini episodes, will have its, hopefully its own thumbnail if it's not too much for me. Because these are pretty short that I might have to replay the first one. And if I replay the first one, I might get an achievement off stream. Because again, the first one is like, oh, get 5 stars with the combo of the grappling hook. Right. That's about it.